What do taxidermists do for work? Stuff.
What the Buffalo Bill?
Now, wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but wasn't that the whole premise of the movie Silence of the Lambs? Is that Buffalo Bill was a taxidermist of sorts? I mean, he wasn't much into the animal persuasion. He preferred his subjects to be human, but am I right?
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
Somebody ought to let Jeffrey know that just a little bit of self-awareness goes a long way. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Now, today's video, we're going to go off the rails a little bit and just have some fun. There's no rhyme or reason to anything. I just want to show you guys that we are living smack dab in the middle of the movie Idiocracy. Most of you already know that. For those that aren't aware, Idiocracy is a movie that came out a while ago starring Luke Wilson. It's kind of funny. Go check it out. I recommend it. But we're living it. When they say life imitates art, this is what they're talking about. And for those of you that are saying, Mike, relax. You're exaggerating here. You're being hyperbolic. I promise you, after watching this video, if you don't think this is the real life Idiocracy, then there's no convincing you. So let's get right into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment, I have 4 different t-shirt vendors that have similar shirts like this. But none of this makes any sense. As I always say, it's not supposed to make sense. So for our blind subscribers and people sitting way in the back, and the shirt's real blurry, so I guess for everybody looking at it, the t-shirt says there are more than 2 genders. There are more than 2 genders. Okay. Interesting. You can only get shirts for men and women. Check out the next one. This t-shirt says gender is infinite. Okay. Well, that's interesting. They only have a male fit and a female fit. Next. This t-shirt says gender is over. Gender is over. I don't know what that means, but once again, male fit, female fit. And last but not least, this t-shirt says gender is a spectrum. Gender is a spectrum. And you guessed it. Male fit, female fit. This is so ridiculous. And the people that make these shirts, these companies, anybody that looks at this knows this is completely ridiculous. Yet here we are.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
That is just more proof that the woke mind virus makes no sense. Ever. Anyway, as I stated in the beginning, guys, we're just going to have some fun in this video. We're shooting from the hip. So this next clip is United States Congressman Eric Swalwell. Yes, Eric Swalwell, who is representative of California for the Democratic Party. He doesn't agree with or like what they say over at Fox News. Therefore, he doesn't think anybody, especially our troops, should be able to watch Fox News. Isn't that the kind of stuff they do in communist countries? Roll the film.
I think about our troops, and I've been all over the world and have visited our troops in some of the harshest places, and nothing makes them feel more like home than their access, to American television programming. And a popular channel is Fox News. And again, I don't want to get in the business of telling troops what they can and cannot watch. But if you have a news station that a court is going to rule is in its evening hour, perpetuating dis and misinformation, I don't know if I disagree with Vote Vets, who is saying that we need to take a look at, how this is being broadcast to our troops. I hope that's an incentive for Fox News to clean up its evening hour, starting with Tucker Carlson and going late into the evening with Laura Ingraham. They all spun and told these lies. So I don't think we're without complete recourse.
No offense, but it sounds like some commie gobbledygook.
It seemed like he started to pull back just a little bit once he realized how insane that sounded, what he was saying. But don't get it twisted. Congressman Swalwell, if he could snap his fingers and shut Fox News down and throw Tucker Carlson in jail, he would. Oh, he would. He would. Anyway, next up, before we get into this, I just wanted to say, you guys may have heard that some banks are collapsing. Our monetary system, our economic system is basically a house of cards that's getting ready to topple over at any time. I'm not going to give you any financial advice. And some of you may be getting a little nervous out there. Don't worry. Don't worry about a thing. Don't sweat it. Former Vice President Joe Biden is in charge.
Americans can have confidence that the banking system is safe.
You are one dumb son of a
See? Don't worry about a thing. We have dinosaurs like this in charge. We're fine.
Told you.
You guys look like
dorks. They look like a couple of dorks.
Sorry about that. I know we're jumping all over the place here, but as I stated in the beginning, we're going off the rails a little bit in this one. So, like I said, don't worry. We're in good hands. We have Chuck Schumer, former Vice President Joe Biden, Dianne Feinstein, Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell. We have them in charge. We're good. Everything's going to be okay. We are so Anyway, let's get back to our old friend Dylan here. Now, Dylan calls this days of girlhood, as we all know, which is very, very bizarre. But Dylan is the new face of womanhood, right? Excuse me. Dylan wins women's awards, gets women's makeup deals, right? In Idiocracy, Dylan's the new face of womanhood. I told you. Roll the film.
It's day 364 of being a girl, and we've just arrived at the Rainbow Room for my big rehearsal for the show tomorrow. Let's go! I'm here in my dressing room, and here's some of my merch. And right when the show starts at 8 o'clock, I will come out in my opening gown, and here's my big entrance, looking over the balcony to all of the people in the cameras. And then during the opening number, I descend the staircase. There's a camera right here for the live stream for you watching at home. And then we're in the amazing Rainbow Room. It's like a ballroom that we've turned into a theater for the night. And we come down here. And here is where all the different Trevor Project and transhumans and family are sitting. And then, hello. Here's where the stage is. And we're building this amazing set. And we've got a band, an all-female orchestra on this side. And then we have a fake dressing room over here. I mean, look, the Empire State Building. I'm so excited. We've got our tech rehearsal tonight. Tickets are still available. Link in my bio for those live stream tickets. And I love you. I can't wait. Bye.
Stop being a girly man.
All right, next up, I'm going to leave this statement on the screen for a moment while I shout out the sponsors of today's video. And that'll give you guys just a minute to guess what the person who posted this statement looks like. I'll show you in a minute. The statement says, a social cause I care a lot about is ... hunger. Take a guess what the person looks like. A social cause I care a lot about is hunger. Before we go any further, I got to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of today's video. Today's video is being brought to us by our first sponsor is our great friend, Jesse Sterling. Jesse, thank you so much, sir, for sponsoring yet another video. Always great to see you in the comments section. Jesse's always leaving some funny comments on these videos. So, Jesse, thank you, sir. Second sponsor of today's video, Sean Hazuga. Sean, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. And Sean left a great little note along with the let me read you this real quick. I hope you don't mind, Sean. I really appreciate this. Sean said, just a little tip for you and your content. I'm old enough to be your dad. Your videos give me hope that this younger generation still has sense and values. I'm in my mid-40s, so still has sense and values. We all appreciate the effort and the time that you put into making these videos showing the nonsense and the craziness of the left. So, Sean, thank you. I really appreciate that. That really does mean a lot. Truly, thank you. Third sponsor of today's video is our great friend Boltonator. Boltonator, always a pleasure, sir. Thank you so much. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. A social cause I care a lot about is hunger.
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
Eat vegetable. Eat broccoli.
All right, this next clip is an old one. I had it in one of these videos probably about a year ago or so, but it's making its rounds on the interwebs again. It's going kind of viral, so I figured, oh, why not? This is the final result of the woke mind virus. This is a perfect explanation of what happens when a person gets infected with the woke mind virus. Roll the film.
If you're white, yes, you are racist. Even if you think you're woke, we all benefit from oppression. Pretending you're not racist only makes racism grow.
Well, I guess I'm racist.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up on this one. And like I said, we went off the rails a bit today just to have a good laugh. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And things are clearly getting crazy out there. So please, please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Love you guys. Peace. Roll the film, please.
Breaking news, this guy's making me a sandwich over here in Subway with no t-shirt. Are you on drugs, brother?
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
And you ain't black.